Take one of our soil personality quizzes to find out what kind of soil you're working with and what it means for your garden. Hi Aurora, I'm Zach Lewis, Water Conservation Specialist at Aurora Water. Soils along the Front Range are low in organic matter and are generally either sandy or clay. Here are the personality characteristics of these two soils. Sandy soils feel gritty, drain quickly, have poor water retention, are considered light textured, are poor at holding nutrients, and love laying on the beach. In comparison, clay soils feel slippery when wet, drain slowly, hold a lot of water, are considered heavy, are good at holding nutrients, and love crafting with kids. Which kind do you have in your yard? Take one of these 3 tests to find out. First is the ribbon test. Grab some soil with one hand and add a little water. Roll it around to mix the two until the soil is uniformly moist. Next, try to create a 1/4 inch thick ribbon of soil using your thumb and pointer finger. If the ribbon continually breaks apart, the soil has a lot of sand and less of silt or clay. If you're able to make a ribbon a couple of inches in length, the soil is predominantly clay. This test also provides an opportunity to feel whether the soil is gritty, suggesting sandy soil, or slippery, suggesting clayey soil. The ribbon test demonstrated here shows the soil to be quite sandy. Second is the jar test. Mix soil with water in a mason jar and let it sit undisturbed for 24 hours. Once it has settled, you will see different layers of sand, silt, and clay. The proportions will give you a clue as to the type. Fill a quart-sized canning jar halfway with soil. Make sure the soil is free of gravel or rocks, and then add enough water to fill it almost to the neck. Secure the lid, turn the jar upside down and shake it vigorously until the soil is mixed with the water. Then leave it undisturbed for 24 hours. Sand particles, which are the largest and heaviest, will quickly settle at the bottom. Silt, the next largest, will settle after a few hours. Those tiny clay particles usually settle within 24 hours. And once settled, the water will look less like chocolate milk and more like tea. Measure the overall amount of soil in the jar in each of the 3 major layers. Calculate the percent of each particle type. Using these percentages, you can determine your soil type with a soil triangle, which can easily be found online. First, locate the percent sand, then the percent silt, and finally the percent clay. This method provides a pretty specific soil type. However, we're more concerned with whether it is sandy or clayey. Third is the most comprehensive test, but is performed by the Colorado State University Soil Lab. For a small fee, they will analyze a sample of your soil and give you the results plus recommendations on how to improve the soil for your garden. For more information, visit soiltestinglab.colostate.edu. Regardless of soil type, plants need the same amount of water. If your soil is really sandy, you need to water more often with smaller quantities of water. If your soil is clayey, you should apply more water but less often. No matter what your soil type, the best way to build your soil and make it more water efficient is with compost. Check out our video, Don't Call It Dirt, Building Soil for Better Gardens with Diana Denwood. I hope you learned how easy it can be to get to know your soil. Check out my other videos on water-wise landscaping and learn how to conserve more water at home. Thanks for watching.